So I will make it big. Okay, this one. Okay, so please read number 1, letter A.
5 equals 12x.
Okay. So what do you think is the answer? Do you have any idea on how to get the value of x there?
Mm, No po.
Okay. So this is what you are going to do. So for number 1, letter A, we have here 5 is equal to 12, 12x. And always remember that our goal here is to find the value of x. Okay? But the problem here, we have a coefficient of 12. This 12 beside x, okay, we have to remove that. We have to remove that. How are you going to remove that? So, of course, 12x, that is the same as 12 times x, right? 12x is the same as 12 times x. Now,
Opo.
we have to remove that 12 there to find the value of x. And since 12x is the same as 12 times x, what operation shall you use to remove 12 there? What do you think? You are going to choose among the 4 operations. Do we have to divide? Do we have to multiply? Do we have to subtract? Or do we have to add? So which of the 4 is the operations that we are going to use here to remove 12?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thanks po.
Okay. If you use multiplication, so like what number are we going to use to multiply 12 so that it will be removed?
1.
Okay, if you have to multiply 12 times 10, that is 100. I'm sorry.
1 po.
12 times 1 is 12. So actually, since the operation here is 12 times x, multiplication, always remember, Juwana, you have to take the opposite operation. Okay? You have to use the opposite operation to remove a number. Since this is 12 times x, what is the opposite operation of multiplication?
Division.
Division. So we have to divide this by 12. 12. Right? Since you
Opo.
divide, since you divide this side by 12, you have to divide also the other side by 12. Always remember that. Okay? So 12 divided by 12 is
1.
1, or can be canceled. So what remains here is 1x or x. Right? It is understood that there is a variable 1 there. I mean, there is a coefficient 1 there beside x. But no need for us to write 1. It is understood that there is 1 there. Okay? So 12 divided by 12 is 1. So 1x, that is the same as x. Now we have here 5 over 12. So since 5s cannot be divided by 12, so the answer is x is equal to 5 over 12. Is it clear?
Yes po.
Okay. How about that number 1, letter B? Can you do it? You want to try? Number 1, letter B. Please write your
Yes po.
answer. Please write your answer below.
po, every time I look at it, my brain hurts.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand po.
You don't understand for number one letter B.
Opo,
Okay, so
it's confusing.
actually this is just the same as number one, but we have here 10 and 9. All the first step that you have to do here, Juana, please combine this first. 10 and 9. Please combine that first and
Nine.
after that, please do what I did in number one. Okay? Okay. Yes. Is that your answer, Joanna? Is that your final answer or no?
Yes po.
Okay. What you did is right. Very good. You actually able to get the example from number 1A, but the answer there is not yet the final answer. You have to simplify first your answer, right? If you can still remember the fractions, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions, you have to express your answer in simplest form. So 19 over 3 is not yet in simplest form. Why? What do you think is the reason why 19 over 3 is not yet in a simplest form?
Is it because the unit is large?
Because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, right?
The denominator.
Yes. You have to simplify it first. So you have to, what are you going to do to simplify it?
Mm, find the common denominator.
Okay. So in this case, since the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we have to divide. Okay. So I think you forgot some, on how to simplify fraction. Okay. Anyway, don't you worry. I'm going to make a review about it. So we have to simplify. Okay, always remember this, Joanna. If the numerator is bigger than the denominator, you have to simplify it. And the only way you can simplify it is by dividing the numerator by the denominator. Okay, so this is what you are going to do. So please watch here. So 19, you have to divide 19 divided by 3. So what is 19 divided by 3?
6.
Okay, so we have here 6. And 6 times 3 is
18.
18. And what is 19 minus 18?
1.
Okay, 1. Okay, now, since we don't have any digit here after 9, so we stop. Okay? Please take note of this because sometimes most of my students um uh were not able to get to um how to express it into a mixed number. Actually, we will have a mixed number, which is our answer here. So since we have 6 here above, this 6 is our whole number. All you have to do is just put a fraction bar beside 6. Okay? And this remainder 1 will be your numerator, 1. And then just copy this number there and put it in the denominator. So the answer for number 1, letter B, is 6 in 1/3. Am I clear?
So for 1B, the whole answer is 6 and 1/3.
Yes, the final answer is 6 and 1/3. So P is equal to 6 and 1/3 for letter B.
Opo.
Is it clear?
Yes po.
Okay, please do not forget this. Okay, so this one, I think the number 2A and B, I think it's easy for you, but now I want you to answer this. So letter A, we have here W minus 1 is equal to 6. But if you found it if you find it difficult, then just let me know so that I can explain the number 2 letter A, and then later on I will let you answer number 2 letter B.
7.
Your answer is
7.
that's right. How did you get 7? Why is it 7? How did you do
Because
it?
7 minus 1 is 6. Is 6.
Yes, very good. That's right. 7 minus, or you will just simply think of a number. 7 there, minus 1 is equal to 6. That's right, you're correct. But I will teach you another way, okay? So there is another way on how to get the variable W there. So please take note of this, okay? So we have here W minus 1 is equals to 6, right? In this case, we can do, uh, we have to transfer terms, okay? Always remember that we have to combine the same terms. Okay. So what what is the same terms, by the way, Juwana, if you can still remember?
Same terms are terms with the same variable and exponent.
Yes. Do we have the same terms here?
6 and 1.
Yes. Actually, that is 6 and negative 1 because you have to consider
Right.
also the sign there, right?
Opo.
Because that's minus 1. So that is negative 1. So that is the same terms. Other way for here is, of course, um we have to combine the same terms. And of course, we cannot combine them because in this example here, we cannot combine them easily because there is a equal sign. This equal sign, um, I'm say hinders them to combine. So what are we going to do? One of the terms should be transferred to the other. So which one do you think, which of the two, the same terms here, negative 1 and 6, should be transferred to the other side? Is it negative 1 or 6? Because we have to put them besides.
Do we put the -1 after the 6?
Yes, that's right. So since we have here a variable of W, so this one, negative 1, should be transferred to the other side. Okay? So that W uh, will be alone in the other side. And W is equal to 6. And we transpose this to the other side, or we transfer -1 to the other side. Always remember that if you transfer a term to the other side, Juana, the sign of the term changed to its opposite sign. What is the opposite of negative?
Positive.
So this becomes +1. Because you transfer negative to the other side, that becomes positive. So W is equal to 7. Is it clear?
Yes po.
Okay, so I want you to answer number 2B using this way. Okay, I know that you can, of course, you can give me the right answer for that. Yes, I know that, but I want you to use this, what I am teaching you. So W, transposing of terms. Okay,
Fifteen po.
your answer is, can you show your solution here so that I can see if you are using or if you are following what I did for number 2A? That's right, 15. Okay. For this, no need for you to write. By the way, Juana, it is okay if you just write simply like 7. No need for you to write 7 minus 8 there because you already transposed it. So it is automatically that is +8 there. But I know you just show it. Yeah, actually you have here 7 minus 8 and it becomes 7 plus 8. No need for you to write this one. Okay? So that just write automatically this way. So 7 plus 8 because you already have transferred 8 to the other side. So of course it is automatically becomes positive. So 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. Very good, Joanna. That's right. Okay? So please next time, Joanna, please do not do this. Okay? 7 minus 8. Is it clear? Okay. So I'm going to make it delete this one. Okay. So number,
What until what time is our class?
I'm sorry.
Until what time is our class po?
Actually, we still have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. 1 hour until, yeah, we still have 3 minutes left. Would that be can we still move on?
Opo.
Okay, so I think this is the last. Okay, so number 3 there, as you can see, I think you can do it now. That is just the same way we did in number 2A and 2B. But I will just add another step here. But later on, I'm going to teach you. But I want you to answer that number 3A the same way the same way we did in the previous examples. Okay. Mm, s- Your answer is?
13 minus n, but it looks wrong.
Yeah, that's actually wrong. Because as you can see there, Juwana, your letter N is in the right side, right? So the position of your N should not be transferred automatically to the other side. Because what you did there, you just put N and it equals to 10 plus 3, which is different. Okay, so I want you to look at this. Okay, so I think, wait, this one, I'm going to write it here beside. So please do not change the position at first. So you have there, I'm going to rewrite it. So 3 is equal to 10 minus n. Okay. So what are the terms that are the same? That is the
3 and
first,
10.
yes. So since 3 and 10 are the same terms, so one of them should be transferred to the other side. So what number should be transferred? Is it 3 or 10?
3.
Okay. If we transfer 3 to the other side, so nothing remains here, right? If you transfer this to
Opo.
the other side, so it becomes 0, 10 minus n is minus 3. Okay? So this is not the right way. Okay? I want you to look at here. So number 10 should be transferred here so that uh, n n or negative n will be isolated in the other side. So we have to transfer 10, not 3. Okay? So we have to transfer that. So you will just simply copy 3 there. And that is 10. 10 becomes negative, right? If you transfer, that becomes 3 minus 10. And then is equal to, what remains is negative n. Am I clear? Is it understood? Am I understood, or you have still confused?
It's a bit confusing po.
Okay, actually, yes, because it is your first time. But anyway, if we keep on practicing this, I know and I believe um you can get how to um you know to solve this. Okay, I'm going to repeat once again. So this is the original equation, right? 3 is equal to 10 minus n. So what number should be transferred to the other side is 10, so that this n there should be isolated. So uh, only n or negative n remains here. So if we transfer that 10 to the other side, it becomes negative, right? So minus. So this 3, since we did not transfer 3, just copy 3 there. And then since 10, we transferred it to the side, so that becomes negative. So minus 10 is equal to negative n. Why negative n? Because we have here a negative. That is 10 minus n. That is the same as negative n. So that's why we have here negative n. So 3 minus 10 is equal to negative n. So now, Joanna, what is 3 minus 10?
Negative 7.
Yes, negative 7 is equal to negative n. And now, my question to you, is it your final answer?
No,
Now, why?
because we can simplify the like terms.
Because we can simplify the like terms. What are the like terms there?
Ah,
Is
never mind.
never mind.
Wala.
So is it your final answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, no, because you have their negative n. We have to remove the negative, right? Because what our goal here is to find the value of n. So since we have a negative sign there, We have to remove that. How are we going to remove that? Remember that negative n is the same as negative 1n. So what do you think are we going to do here to remove negative there? I think you can, if you able to caught up the previous examples that I have. So what shall we do if you can still remember?
Negative 1n divided by 1n, or
Okay,
1 divided by 1.
you are right. You have to divide. Yes. But what number should we divide?
1.
Okay, if we divide negative n and 1, that is just the same negative n. Negative n divided by 1 is negative n. So what are we going to do so that it becomes positive? I want you to analyze, okay? So yes, you're correct. We have to divide it. But if we divide it by simply 1, the answer is still negative n, right? So what shall we do? There is actually a little bit, you are closer to the right answer. But I want you to analyze here. What shall you do if you have a negative variable? Yes, you're right. You have to divide it. But what?
Divide by 7.
Okay. If you divide it by 7, it will not become positive, right? Okay. So this time maybe you're right. You're right. You have to divide it by 1. But what's lacking?
I n.
Okay. So maybe I'm going to show it how. Okay. Yes, you're right. You have to divide it by 1, but you have to put negative, right? Because negative divided by negative is
0.
no. Negative is
Wait, no. 2.
negative, negative 1 divided by negative
Negative
1.
neg ah, 1.
Yes, 1.
Negative
That's
1.
oh, you are dividing. If you can still remember, Juwana, if you divide terms with the same sign, like negative divided by negative, that is positive, right? Negative divided by negative is positive. Positive divided by positive is positive. If you are dividing the same sign, that is positive. Can you still remember that? Yes. So negative n divided by negative 1, that is
1.
1n, right? Okay. Then negative 7 divided by negative 1.
7.
That's right. So n is equal to 7. Okay. So, Joanna, so since we don't have enough time, so I would say thank you for listening. And yes, I know that this topic is new to you about equation, solving variables in an equation, but I believe if you just, have a constant practice about solving equations like this, then I believe it is easy to you. I know that you can easily catch up. I know that you can easily understand the lesson. I believe in you that there's no reason that you will not learn this. And actually, I was able to, observe that you are very eager to learn and you can easily catch up the lesson. So I think since we don't have enough time, I would say goodbye and please do not forget what you have learned and everything that you have learned from the previous lessons that we have until this lesson. And I do not know if we can still extend the sessions. It's depend of your dad. But if we still have more sessions, then of course, I will not allow that you will not learn this lesson. Okay? So, thank you so much, Joanna, and have a great afternoon. Bye. Do you have any questions, by the way?
Wala po.
Okay. So, thank you and have a great afternoon. Bye bye.
Pa